Hello, book dragons! We are back for another astrology book challenge video. Thank you, Cat's Creation 614, Cat's Book Nerds, and the Reading Scientist for creating this beautiful book challenge. She does a yearly challenge where they do a different theme for the whole year and everything, and this year is the astrology or astrological signs. And it is so much fun. I am excited to not only finish what they're doing this year, but I'm also excited to see what might come in store for next year, because now we're halfway through the year, so I'm pretty sure she's thinking about what she's doing. We are going to cover my June astrology reads, and so the June mini challenge has 4 prompts, and the first one is a book with fruit on the cover or in the title. And the book I read with that for that one was Feathered Thief by J.M. Stengl. And you kind of have to look at it, but in the trees, the little gold circles are actually golden apples. And that is a particular interesting part of the book. And it's a nice twist I didn't see coming in that book. And I loved The Feathered Thief. It's kind of like a Sleeping Beauty reversed retelling because it's got a gender reversal, but she loses her memories. Basically her memories are shrouded, and she has to break this curse to get them back. And it was a fun story. I enjoyed reading it. Thank you, J.M. Stengl. That was a fun one. The next prompt is a book set somewhere you'd like to visit. And so this one was kind of broad because I actually don't read very many books, because I would love to go see Ireland, but that won't be happening anytime soon. But the other place I would love to go is the beach. And so I picked Love Takes a Tumble by Susanne Ash for this one. And it is part of the Midlife Meet Cute series. And it is such a cute little book. The female main character is a woman who basically sacrificed most of her life trying to take care of her mother's health and trying to just be there for her and put off her dreams. Well, when her mother passes away, she takes some money that she saved up and books a hotel for I think 3 months out on this beach with the lighthouse and everything, so she can sit and follow her dreams of writing her book that she's put off this whole time. And on a stroll on the beach, she ends up tripping over some driftwood and severely spraining her ankle. And she looks around, doesn't see anybody immediately, and thinks she's alone. And so she's sitting there in pain going, well, here's a picture. Now what do I do? And then this beautifully sexy man comes over. And you find out that he is essentially a retired firefighter due to health reasons. And he is trying to find a purpose in life. And it was just such a cute story. And I love the little old lady in the book who helps to kind of be the go-between, the unofficial go-between between these two, and helping them understand, especially since they're older and it's been one of those, they've had a hard life. It's been a while since they've dated and stuff like that. And so it was a super cute book. So if you get the chance to read Love Takes a Tumble by Susanne Ash, I would go read it. It's not a very long read and it's a super cute book. A book featuring magic is the next prompt, and I chose Stolen Magic by Camille Peters. That one was an excellent book. I really enjoyed that. And my husband is upset with me because it was an arc, and so I kind of had a timeline I needed to finish it on, and he was listening to it with me for most of it, and he missed the ending because I had to finish the book. So he's a little upset with me. So but it's a really cool book about how a girl is being raised with her mom, and she's just now come of age to start learning magic when the neighboring country comes in and invades and strips her country's land of magic, and there's almost no magic to be found anywhere. It's very rare to find it. And so she's now on a revenge trip to try and get what she lost back, and that would be her mother and her magic, and just she wants to kill those responsible. But it has a beautiful twist in the end, and I love her character arc. It's a beautiful growth journey for her. So if you want something with lots of healing in it, I definitely read this book. In June, now that the mini prompt has been done, I was able to complete 4 other books for the astrology prompts, especially since I was on vacation for June. I didn't get a ton of reading done, but I still had a good month in books. Cancer was one of those prompts, and that is a book with Queen in the title or on the cover. And that book, I read The Queen's Device by Brittany Mack, and it is a dystopian book, and it is kind of like a more fantasy-based Hunger Games in a way, but it's not quite got the Hunger Games. You do have to go through a test and a trial and a contest to see if you can become the next queen and king. And it's got lots of twists, and the Queen's Device is pretty ruthless. I would not want to cross this queen. Woo-wee. Even her husband is scared of her. So yeah, if you like a good dystopian book, this one is right up your alley, especially if you like Maze Runner, Hunger Games, and the Divergent series. So if you like those popular ones, you'll like The Queen's Device by Brittany Mack. And the second book, The King's Deliverance, is out. I can't wait to get my hands on that one. So the next astrology I finished was for Scorpio. The prompt is a book featuring rivals. And for this one, I chose Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. This one I buddy read with my teenager, and he's been loving the Harry Potter series. I chose this one specifically because Sirius and Snape, not just in this book, but actually throughout the rest of the series, are often at odds and often seen as rivals, and they just tolerate one another, and is definitely one of those a good rival series. Sagittarius is the next astrology prompt that I completed, and that one is a book with a weapon on the cover. So thank you, Anabelle Raven, because her book, A Dragon Inside, has a sword on the front. And so does her second book, and it's so cool. It's exciting. Anyways, A Dragon Inside is basically a closed door, no spice, but fun, swoony kisses, romance fantasy book. And it's a romance dungeon trope. And her brother and his trusted advisor, who does a lot of things for him, and does a lot of things that you shouldn't be doing, captures this dragon master and has them in his dungeon for treason, because they want to interrogate him and try to see if they can get the dragons to help out with this war from this neighboring kingdom that they don't know what on earth is the reason why they're warring when they haven't been at odds for many years. So A Dragon Inside is a fun fantasy romance dungeon book. Definitely recommend to young adults. So much fun, and I think lots of people will enjoy this. And the second book comes out September 5th, I believe, if not in September. I might be getting that date mixed up with one other arc that I have coming out that day too. The next astrology that prompt that I completed was for Aquarius, and that prompt is a book with stars on the cover. And I chose The Scarlet Star by Jennifer Kropf. And this is a Beauty and the Beast and Queen Esther mashup retelling. And the thing I like about it the most is that you can see different things and themes picked out from Beauty and the Beast and picked out from Queen Esther, and they intertwine beautifully, but it's not like a true total retelling of like Beauty and the Beast and Queen Esther. And it's got its own kind of back history and everything, and she does a beautiful writing job with it. I was just taken in. I couldn't put it down, and I would definitely take this one at a slower pace. Sorry, something at my foot scared me. I would definitely take this book at a slightly slower pace so you can get all the details, because some of those details are quite important. But it was an amazing book, so thank you, Jennifer. I loved it. And that is a wrap up for my June Astrology Book Challenge reads. I hope you had fun listening to me. If you could pick any of these prompts, and which one would you pick? And what book would you read for that prompt? Let me know in the comments. As always, my dragons, find new books, go on new adventures, and stay safe.